All right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. A lot of drama in this one today and a lot of conversations regarding, input types in Apex, people switching to this because it's OP, switching back because it's not working out. And so we've got a little bit of updates regarding that, and as well as some drama with Twitch streamers as well. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date, all things Apex Legends esports related. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this. Firstly, I just wanted to mention I've been getting called out in the comments because of the way that I pronounce EMEA. I know that everybody pronounces it EMEA, but it just doesn't make any sense. It's literally an acronym, so it should be said EMEA. You don't pronounce acronyms. I mean, some you do, but I don't care. Whatever. I'll go against the grain. I may switch one day back to EMEA, but regardless, I understand that I'm wrong, and I'll totally admit it. First, I wanted to make mention of this Blackout League. Never heard of this team, but apparently they are coming to Apex Legends in July of 2023. Don't forget, this is obviously when you've got the big tournaments going on, like ALGS champs. You've got split 2 playoffs going on in the next couple of months or so. So this is a good time to get in whenever all the hype is there, right? When you get all the viewership watching the pro league and stuff, if you can come in and make a scene here, I guess obviously this would be a pretty good time to do it. So I'm not really sure, I don't know too much about them. I don't know who's running this show, what's going on behind the scenes, but nonetheless, I think it's always a great thing when more third-party competition comes in. Hopefully the Realm Team Q thing goes pretty well. I don't know who's all going to play in it, but nonetheless, you've got Oversight we're about to talk about as well. So good stuff to see some more tournaments going on that you guys can partake of as well. Also wanted to mention Minus Tempo posted the results from last night. If you guys were not aware, the Oversight matches happened yesterday, and this was the result that we had, so you guys could see D1 G1 results preseason. TSM with 65 points in first place, XSET in 61 points in second place. No surprise that XSET is doing constantly well because they have just been one of the most dominant teams all year long, and they've looked really good. But TSM, on the other hand, obviously they haven't looked good until just recently. And matter of fact, what was kind of weird that I noticed that TSM was actually still running the Seer Catalyst meta, even though it got nerfed yesterday. So I was kind of surprised by that, but nonetheless they had some success, even won some games, looking pretty good. So yeah, TSM looking pretty good considering the way that split 2 playoffs started out for them. Also wanted to mention though, NRG seems to be back on a little bit of a struggle bus down here in 15th, but one of the biggest ones that we definitely needed to know was place number 20, right? This is the Lanimals. Also, just a little side note, Meat Lovers in the top 10. You love to see it, especially with all their roster drama that they've been going, against as well. But Team Lanimals in 20th place. This is a horrible performance from them. Sadly, this is not what you wanted to see. Nonetheless, why is this poor performance happening? Well, we know that recently Albralelie has decided to switch over controller. And if you're not aware, Lanimals is actually rocking triple controller right now, not a single mouse and keyboard player on their team, and a lot of people are saying that's not the way you should be rolling this at all. And that's when Nick Merckx actually posted yesterday another victim, TSM Albralelie 3-0. That boy Deeds on the keys too. Not too bad for playing Apex 3 times a month. Appreciate the KP. Oh, and looking pretty good on the roller too, man. Keep it up. So Nick Merckx going for all of the smoke yesterday. I thought this was pretty funny because the replies here were just out of this world. And then Sweet also saying the worst part about losing a contest to tripods is knowing you lost to Gent sitting down in jeans playing. And so it's just absolutely horrible to see. This is not a normal, I guess, result here, right? Lanimals more often than not should win this contest against the tripods, but sadly, just not going in their favor as they've switched to controller. And that's when, obviously, the switch came back. Albralelie posted 16 hours ago that the pods take 3-0 on us in the day in the contest. So we are back on the keys for the future. Said I would swap if we did bad in Oversight, and well, it couldn't got of much worse than that. And that's when Fallout actually made the retweet here. And I talked about this a little bit on the main channel because it was just so controversial. Fallout had basically said Albralelie already switching back to mouse and keyboard after the past few weeks of this whole controller is OP movement. And then also stirred by a couple other pros as well. And I've been saying it for years. All things considered, he said mouse and keyboard and controller are fairly well balanced. And then Albralelie responded here saying, oh, I'm only swapping back because I don't want to cost my team in the Oversight quals and days since it's all we've got left. But that means I won't have time to practice it for LCQ. Really, it's just about time constraints here. I still fully think that roller is better than mouse and keyboard, and still the top rollers are better than the top mouse and keyboard players. Also goes through all of this other stuff as well regarding, meanwhile, while we had, like H1, PUBG, Arma 3, BR, Realm Royale, Blackout, etc., rollers were, catch up soon enough. We already see that talent with Phonyhead and his IGLing. So we will see over time the controller just possibly dominate the esports scenes as long as they're more, you know, just going to consistently be allowed. Obviously, you're not going to see Valorant or Counter-Strike or anything like that have a situation regarding the controllers. But nonetheless, I will say from my personal experience, I agree that mouse and keyboard probably should be the way that we do it. I think it's more natural. It's definitely the more like precise. It's a little bit more, I guess, like there's more gaps in between. Like the skill gap's just higher is what I'm trying to say. Like there's more nitty gritty things that you can learn and do that will make your play style a lot more unique. Other than, you know, on the flip side, controller, it's a lot of the same, you know, copy and paste play styles, or copy and paste movements. A lot of the things are very similar because you're really limited in what you can do. And it just kind of makes it, but on the flip side, I do like playing on controller a lot more because I feel like, you know, my you know, it's just easier to, you know, not like lose brain cells in a lot of these gunfights and stuff, or a lot of, you know, crazy things that happen. Overall controller, when you're up close, it's kind of like guaranteed one clips, guaranteed kills, and sometimes I feel like it kind of helps the competition and the, you know, the end games and the rotation stay a lot more smoother. Then again, should you be getting easy guaranteed one clips? Probably not. I don't know. So interested to see what you guys have to say. Nonetheless, the switchback is coming. And then also Fallout got a lot of hate from this, a lot of, you know, backlash. Nasky saying, no offense, John, your opinion is not valid, you never played comp. Kashira also saying that, you know, just because he doesn't have the time to grind the new input doesn't mean it is balanced at all. Also wanted to mention Wildcard, obviously never staying out of the drama. Madness and his Watson are two people that have always been involved in drama, but his Watson seems to have learned his ways, and then his PR guys helped him out a ton. Madness, on the other hand, you know, I don't know if he's got a PR guy or not, but they need to be looking into one because he's always involved in some drama some way. Nonetheless, this is a two-sided story. So Light comes out, and also, you know, she basically says this is horrible behavior here. And you can see that Shooby and Madness were going into a guy with only 2 viewers on his Twitch stream and roasting him about only having 2 viewers. You know, they're gonna love the content, blah blah blah. You're doing a stellar job by camping in silver, ranked bro, blah 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 blah. Madness comes out and says the reason he did this because this guy was stream sniping, apparently shooting boxes in ranked, and, you know, whatever, and it's just competitive banner. Well, people obviously saw this more of an ego thing and an ego check, and saying that, you know, some people are even saying you should lose your partnerships over this. And Kappa actually came out and said everyone hitting on Madness. He honestly didn't say anything that bad. It was more of what Shooby said. I can't imagine some people dreaming and grinding to make a career just to have those with the career duking on them, right? Luckily, this doesn't phase me, but it might for others. And then Shooby actually did come out and say, I genuinely apologize for my actions, but you and your teammate are not innocent. I've heard you guys say the craziest things about me on VODs, etc. Please post next time with context. Cap said, I never talked about anyone like that. Sorry, but I won't sit here and accept someone saying that about me. I've always respected you and Madness as players. And they go on and basically say, you know, there's more to the story here, but nonetheless, interested to see what you guys have to say. We just want to wrap the video up with a little bit of Pro League, you know, drama here, or actually, you know, this is actually a little bit of a roster change. Slurpee is playing or looking for a team. We knew that Slurpee had originally been playing with the FaZe guys, and I think it was Snipe Down, Slurpee. I can't remember their third off the top of my head, but that did not go well at all. FaZe made a very quick roster change, picked up the 2 ESA guys, and that's where Slurp finds himself now, looking for a squad. We'll see. Actually, someone was, you know, kind of calling out here, Tech, this might be a good opportunity. You know, Tech maybe pick up Slurp, and we'll see if Slurp can actually make something happen as well. Interested to see what you guys have to say about all the topics down in the comment section below. Like the video if you guys did enjoy, subscribe if you guys want to stay up to date all things Apex Legends esports related. And until the next time, I will see you all later, Gators.